I'm a little bit overwhelmed here with this whole thing going on. Okay, so we're gonna end that stream, and I'm gonna have to delete. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna be just a second here. I'm I need a better. I just kind of spontaneously just decided to do this. No, did I end the wrong one? No, I didn't end the wrong one, did I? Wait, I'm so confused. What's going on? I didn't end the right. Wait, oh, I did the. What the heck is going on with me? Why did I do that? That is. Why did I do that? I did the right one. I wasn't hooked up to the right one, I guess. I guess I wasn't hooked up to the right one. Alright, yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit. Is that one in short format? Well, shoot. Okay, I thought I was a little bit. I thought I was too smart for this, but I guess I'm not. I'll be right. Okay, so here's the okay. Man, y'all probably haven't a single idea of what's going on right now. Okay, so pretty much, I'm just like, you know what, we're gonna multi-stream today, because, like, y'all know how short streams cook, but then regular streams don't really cook as much. But, like, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's, it's, like, a game where I like to be very, Hello, Nadine, thanks for stopping in. But anyway, yeah, pretty much, yeah, I decided to, like, simultaneously short stream and do a regular stream. Oh Lord, that was overwhelming for me, bro. I can't how I did this tutorial thing, alright. I did a tutorial thing. Wait, hang on. Oh wait, I'm gonna turn down my mic. Hang on, I'm gonna see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna see now how this sounds. I know before, like, some people were like, "Oh my gosh, dude, you're blasting out the mic. You're destroying the mic." So I'm gonna blasting out the mic. You're destroying the mic. So I'm gonna blasting out the mic. Yep, okay, that sounds good. Okay, this camera you could turn off. Okay, so I guess this camera. Oh, hopefully my cat's not. Nope, she's not in there. Okay, yeah, she's not. I don't know why I was thinking my cat playing there, maybe possibly. But alright, yeah, I was like 5 by 5 by 4. I don't know what that means. Hang on, let's make this a little bigger, I think. I think maybe a little bigger. Alright, but anyway, yeah, wait, is my poster crooked? No, it's just the Polaroid, and that makes it a little crooked. Okay, there. So hang on, let me, so, okay, yeah, it's June. June is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's month. Because, Secret of the Mimic is coming out this month. Usually August would probably be the, Five Nights at Freddy's month, but... Because that's when it came out, but... We need to beat this game before we can go on Secret of the Mimic. So, hang on, here's what I'm gonna do for y'all. And for myself. So I don't, like, bro, one time I was actually, like, jump scared, like, quite a few times so hard I had to take a freaking nap. I had to take a freaking nap. Because I had the wind blown down on me too much. I mean, it wasn't, none of them were necessarily, like, I wasn't, like, horrified or anything, but, like, it's just, like, I had stream anxiety because I didn't want to have to deal with playing the game because I don't like 4. I don't really like 4 that much. And not because it's a bad game, it's just I hate games that rely on audio cues. So I literally had to take a nap because, like, it drained me so much, bro. Okay.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today,
hopefully y'all can see that. Alright, I know we already watched this video, but, like, for some reason, I'm taking, like, 3 to 2 months in between each episode, it's streams, it's not a video, it's streams. Like, I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I was focusing on other things, and then now we're back on it. 5 times 5 equals 4? No. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna watch this video here real quick so then we can, like, get a little refresher on Fredbear. I remember, what I remember is we need to rely on audio cues for his laughs, depending on the left or right hallway. I can't remember what we do for the bed or the closet, though.
I am going to be showing you how to beat Night 5 on Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I'd also like to thank you guys for 600 subscribers. We hit this milestone insanely quickly after 500, so thank you so much for all the support. The last live...
Speaking of which, shout out to all y'all. We are at... What's it called? We are at 1,055. We have got, ever since when we hit 1K, we jumped to 50 more. Yes, it's 25. It's 25. 5 times 5 is 25. Correction. That is very correct. Oh, crap. Dang. What has been... Okay, I need to lock in, y'all. Last month, we were at like 1,000-something watch hours, and now somehow in the last 28 days, we have 162. I'm trying to do the math here. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I need to lock in. Yeah, everyone be sure to use creator code CASEED in the Fortnite item shop. That's CASEED. I got my own Fortnite creator code now because I got 1,000 subs. So yeah, doors are opening, y'all. Doors are opening. And as soon as I can get to... Oh yeah, you guys can see my analytics here. I forgot. You guys are seeing everything I'm doing. Let's see. Earn. We are at 2,300. We need 700 more public watch hours. And then we will be at our first milestone for monetization. So yeah, everyone be sure to... I got a playlist with all my content on here. All my content right here. So when the stream is over, if you want to take a peek at that, go ahead. Nobody is stopping you. Anyway, enough me shamelessly plugging. We got to get into this video. It's 8 minutes.
So I wanted to mention that I'll be doing another one of those on May 14th to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of this channel. It's going to be a bit different than the last one. I'm basically just going to be looking back at the history of the channel and how it's evolved over time. I'll be playing some games too here. So remember May 14th. Let's talk Night 5.
Enough yapping.
So you remember what you did to beat the last 4 nights? Well, it really doesn't matter if you do or not, because Night 5 is completely different. There's only one animatronic, Nightmare Fredbear, and he works very differently than the others. You may have a basic idea of how Nightmare Fredbear works. He kind of serves as all of the animatronics at the same time, since he's the only one. So he'll run back and forth between the left and right halls. It is very important to have a decent pair of headphones. It's just important for any stage of Fnaf 4, but especially for Night 5. Make sure you don't have your headphones on backwards. Also, that got me killed a good few times on this night, like 5 years ago when I first played it. So yeah, make sure you have a decent pair of headphones. Make sure that you can tell which side of the house Nightmare Fredbear is running to consistently. So you're basically just going to sit in the center of the room and listen for his footsteps. They should start pretty early at 12 a.m. So when you hear his footsteps running back and forth, you're just going to wait in the center of the room. And then once his footsteps stop, then what you're going to do is you're going to wait 3 seconds. Count the 3 seconds in your head. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, what you're going to do is...
Hey, the content guy.
...to the door that he's at, that he stopped at. And then once you get there, you're going to shine the flashlight immediately. There's no need to listen for breathing or anything. Just run up to the door and shine the flashlight.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. That is what I cannot stand about this game. Yo, what up, Scyther Fox? That is what I cannot stand about this game, is having to listen for the stupid breathing. It's not necessary. Okay, well, I guess you missed my whole spiel. When I did part 1 of this video, or part 1 of the stream, which was probably February or something, bro. It's scary. I was it's not it's scary. It's just that the immediate, what scares me is not I'm not up at night thinking about this game. It's just the fact of how when you know something is coming and it still scares you. It's kind of like that. It's except I don't know. It's really difficult to explain, but it's just more the fact you walk up to the door, you don't hear breathing, so you flash, And then complete opposite of what you expect happens. You get jump scared. That is what scares me about the game. It's not like it's keeping me up at night or I'm scared of the intro. No, it's none of that. It's just the immediate... it's the immediate, like, shock factor that I'm scared of and that I don't like about this game. Like, so anyway, so for the first stream, like, preparing for the game, I was like, it's just, like, a lot on the mental brain, or, like, it's a lot, like, you think about something a lot, and then, like, just when it was over, like, my energy just, and I took a nap, and I didn't even get to mention, I hate naps. I hate naps. So the whole getting overworked for playing the game right after the game, I'm just like, boom. Just climbed up in my bed and, yeah, took a nap.
Flashlight like that, and if you
Thank God, though, for Night 5, you don't gotta listen for that crap. No, because, well, it's not, because I'm going to be playing it.
see him in the hall, then what you're going to do is run up to the door.
Baxter, thank you for coming. I'm really glad.
Oh, man. Hang on, I gotta go back like 10, 20 seconds, because I can't shut my yapper. I can't shut my yapper. But, yeah, it's just not too scary. It's just the immediate fright that, like... No, not the footsteps, the breathing. Or not the breathing. No, the breathing itself does not scare me. It's the immediate, like... not expecting the jump scare, but then getting the jump scare, because I sometimes will sit there for a good couple seconds, listen for the breathing, don't hear it, say I flash the light, and they still jump scare me. It's like sometimes, like, the breathing will have an intermediate, like, it'll either be super quiet so I can't hear it, or it'll just completely be cut off, or it won't play it because it's, like, in between playing the audio. And I hate that. So I'm just so glad that Night 5 doesn't have that BS.
Flashlight immediately. There's no need to listen for breathing or anything. Just run up to the door and shine the flashlight like that. And if you see him in the hall, then what you're going to do is run up to the door. Or, I already said that. Yeah, you're going to run up to the door, flash the light, and if you see him in the hallway, you're going to immediately close the door. Wait until you hear him running around again. He's probably going to go to the opposite side. Then you're going to open the door and retreat back to the center of the room and basically just repeat that. So that's the basic fundamentals of what you have to do with Nightmare Fredbear. But as you're seeing in the gameplay, he has a few other tricks up his sleeve. So when he laughs...
That's what I need to know. I knew everything else, but I don't know how to, No, it's not the audio I'm scared of. It's the... I've explained this like 3 times now. Like, the... going up there, not hearing the breathing, then getting jump scared when I don't expect it because I don't hear the breathing.
I'll explain the difference between real laughs and fake laughs because that's very important to know. But right now I'm just going to say for a real laugh is if you hear him laugh and you don't hear any footsteps around that, it can be hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes the footsteps are slightly before it, sometimes slightly after, sometimes at the exact same time. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'll get into that in a minute. So when you hear him do a real laugh, that means that he has infiltrated the bedroom and he is either on the bed behind you or he's in the closet.
Oh, wait, say that again?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, pretty much. Or not necessarily unexpected times. It's just like, if I'm listening for the breathing, I don't hear the breathing, and I shine the light, and then they jump scare me. Or sometimes, like, what my brain will do is it'll play a trick, like, almost like I can hear the breathing, but it's not actually there, so I'll close the door and I'll get jump scared. But that's not... It's really difficult.
But I'll get into that in a minute.
Oh, great. We got Nightmare Fredbear in there.
When you hear him do a real laugh, that means that he has infiltrated the bedroom, and he is either on the bed behind you, or he's in the closet. So when you hear this, what you're going to do is turn around and look at the bed, shine the flashlight, and if his disembodied head is on the bed, then you're going to shine the flashlight on that.
Okay, well, I don't really know how to explain it then. Like, I've explained it like 4 times, like... getting jump scared when I'm not expecting it because I don't hear the laugh. And it's just like, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. And then, like, and if you crank up the headphones, you get it wrong, then you blasted your ears out, too.
Until it goes away, then you're going to hear him running around in the halls again, and you're just going to go back to repeating the process, just waiting in this...
So wait, let me get this straight. He just said something about a fake laugh as if there's no footsteps, but if you hear a laugh then with footsteps, then he's infiltrated the bedroom. I thought that's if you hear him on one of the sides of the hallways.
Sometimes the footsteps are slightly before it, sometimes slightly after.
You're
Seeing in the gameplay.
Sorry, I keep having to replay this. I'm kind of dumb.
He has a few other tricks up his sleeve. So when he laughs, I'll explain the difference between real laughs and fake laughs because that's very important to know. But right now I'm just going to say for a real laugh is if you hear him laugh and you don't hear any footsteps around that, it can be hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes the footsteps are slightly before it, sometimes slightly after, sometimes at the exact same time. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'll get into that in a minute. So when you hear him do a real laugh, that means that he has infiltrated a bedroom and he is either on the bed behind you or he's in the closet. So when you hear this, what you're going to do is turn around and look at the bed, shine the flashlight, and if his disembodied head is on the bed, then you're going to shine the flashlight on that until it goes away. Then you're going to hear him running around in the halls again, and you're just going to go back to repeating the process, just waiting in the center of the room until you hear his footsteps stop, then running up to the door, shining a light, and closing it until you hear footsteps again.
I'm so confused.
And you're
I need
the bed, shine the flashlight, and if his disembodied head is on the bed, then you're gonna shine the flashlight on that until it goes away. Then you're gonna hear him running around in the halls again, and you're just gonna go back to repeating the process, just waiting in the center of the room until you hear his footsteps stop, then running up to the door, shining a light, and closing it until you hear footsteps again. So if he's not on the bed, then this means that he is in the closet. So go ahead and run up to the closet afterward, shine the light just to verify he's there, and if you see his head in the closet, then close the closet doors until you hear footsteps running around. So it's very simple. Most of the difficulty that players have with this night is being able to tell the difference between real and fake laughs and just not understanding how Fredbear works in general. So now that I've covered the absolute basics, then I want to...
Okay, why? Okay, so if a laugh means he's either on the bed or in the closet, then why, when there was just a laugh there, why did he check the door? Okay, guys, I know I'm explaining it correctly now. When I run up to the door, I don't hear breathing, which if you hear breathing, that means you gotta slam the door and not shine your light, and if you shine the light, they jump scare you. So I run up to the door, I don't hear breathing, so I shine the light, and then I get jump scared. Because I don't expect that. And then, like I said, it's dead silent. It's like so dead silent. And just all of a sudden a loud jump scare.
Talk about some of the things that tend to get players killed. And I actually struggled quite a lot with this night, by the way, when I was trying to record this, which is weird because I'd never really struggled with it before. And as it turned out, that was actually because I was overestimating how aggressive Fredbear is, which I'll get to in a second. But the most important thing that I wanted to talk about is how to tell the difference between real and fake laughs. So there's not really an exact science to this. What I like to do, if I hear footsteps around the same time as the laugh, but I'm not entirely sure if it was real or fake, then what I'll do, like what I just did, is I'll immediately click on the door and run up to one of the hallways. I'll shine the light, and if Fredbear's not there, then I know he's infiltrated the bedroom. So, for example, let's say I hear footsteps running.
What? Because you did one of the hallways? What if he's in the other hallway? Run that back again.
So there's not really an exact science to this. What I like to do, if I hear footsteps around the same time as the laugh, but I'm not entirely sure if it was real or fake, then what I'll do, like what I just did, is I'll immediately click on the door and run up to one of the hallways. I'll shine the light, and if Fredbear's not there, then I know he's infiltrated the bedroom. So, for example, let's say I hear footsteps running from...
But what if he's on the other side of the hall? I guess maybe it depends on which side you hear the things on.
Right to left, and around the same time I hear laughter, but I can't really tell if it's a real or a fake laugh. So what I would do is I would immediately run up to the left door. I wouldn't wait 3 seconds. I would just immediately run up there. I'd shine the flashlight, and if I didn't see Fredbear, then I'd go back to the center of the room. I'd turn around and look at the bed, shine the light. If he's not there, then I'd run up to the closet and close those doors, and hopefully I'd be able to do it in time. Fredbear isn't super aggressive on night 5, so you don't have a whole lot to worry about. So don't be afraid to actually check the door first, because that's gotten me killed a few times where I thought it was a real laugh and it turned out to actually be a fake laugh. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, this is what was getting me killed the most. One other thing that I wanted to mention real quick before we get into that, I hear a lot of people saying don't shine the flashlight in the halls for Fredbear because he'll come through the door and kill you or something. This is not true. This can happen with Nightmare on nights 7 and 8, but it does not happen with Fredbear, at least not most of the time on nights 5 and 6.
At least most of the time. You gotta love it, bro. You gotta love it, at least most of the time.
It is very good to actually see.
Like he said, it's not true. He says, this is not true. And then proceeds to say, well, at least most of the time. Well, thanks.
If Fredbear is in the hallway, because sometimes it's hard to know. So always shine the flashlight, but you always want to be prepared to immediately close the door like I'm doing here. So as long as you don't shine the flashlight on it for multiple seconds, then you'll be fine. So shine the flashlight in the hallway every time, but make sure you're immediately ready to go ahead and close the door. So what was getting me killed a lot, and part of the reason that this video took so long to actually get out, is what I was doing. I would hear Fredbear run, right, and I'd wait 3 seconds, and then I'd run up to the door and shine a light, and he wouldn't be there. So I'd completely panic because I had no idea where he was. I'd check the bed, I'd check the closet, I'd check the opposite hallway, and then I'd just die suddenly, and I had no idea where he was. This is because I was overestimating how aggressive he is, because I am used to playing Night 7 and 8, and I hadn't played Night 5 in a while. So if you run up to a door and you shine a light and Fredbear's not there, make sure you're listening the entire time that you're running up to the door and you're standing at the door. Make sure you're listening for laughter and footsteps. If you don't hear either of those two, that means he's actually still at the door. So you're going to run up, shine a light. If you don't see him, you're going to retreat back to the center of the room. Then you're going to wait 2 to 3 seconds, and then you're going to run back to that same door. And if you shine a light, he should be there that time. So that was getting me killed a lot. I was overestimating how aggressive he is, so I really wanted to mention that. That's basically it, guys. So just make sure that you can tell the difference between a real and a fake laugh. He's not super aggressive on Night 5, so you don't have a whole lot to worry about, as long as you have a good pair of headphones and you can tell the difference between...
Okay, so does he laugh only when he's in... When he does a real laugh, does he always infiltrate your room? Or does he... Or could that be for literally anything? Anyway, yeah, shout out to Ambience here. This is his video, Ambience. Yeah, I always want to give credit where credit's due, because, like, don't want anybody thinking I'm stealing content, because I'm not. I'm just using it for... What's it called? Using it to help out. So, but anyway, we're gonna go to the Fnaf wiki. Because I need to read this. Sometimes, Nightmare Fredbear. Alright. Functionality, well, Nightmare Fredbear appears to be moving in front. Okay, that's not his mechanic. His functionality. Oh, wait. Cameo, major character. Okay. Personality. No. Functionality. Is this the official FNAF wiki? What? Dog, this doesn't talk about his mechanics at all. You want no, here's what we're doing. When active, no other animatronics will attack, to which a degree can simplify things. Wow. Wow, gotta love the AI overview. Oh wait, no, never mind, that's not the AI. The player must flashlight, break down hallway, bed and closet, don't... Oh wow, okay, maybe the AI is actually helping. Hallways, if you see him in the hallway... Okay, yeah, but what about the... You need to distinguish between real laughs. Wait, they pulled that from Ambient? No, that's not from Ambience's video. Alright. Bed and closet. If you hear his laughter without footsteps, he's likely in the bed or the closet. You know what? We're not You know what? We're not gonna trust the AI, because he literally said, the ambient said, if there's a laugh but no footsteps, it's a fake laugh. Fake laugh. Ugh. Okay, here we go. How does Nightmare Fredbear work? Appears on the left or right side. You will have to listen for his footsteps and where to stop to get the correct door. Hey, why is it so hard to find? Let me go back. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back. I need to figure...
Hey guys, Ambience here. I'm Nightmare Fredbear, and he works very differently than the others. You may have a basic idea he's the only one. So he'll run back and forth between the left and right halls. It is very important to have a decent pair of headphones. It's just important for any stage of FNAF 4, but especially for Night 5. Make sure you don't have your headphones on backwards. Also, that got me killed a good few times on this night, like 5 years ago when I
Good.
first played it. So yeah, make sure you have a decent pair of headphones. Make sure that you can tell which side of the house Nightmare Fredbear is running to consistently. So you're basically just going to sit in the center of the room and listen for his footsteps. They should start pretty early at 12 a.m. So when you hear his footsteps running back and forth, you're just going to wait in the center of the room, and then once his footsteps stop, then what you're going to do is you're going to wait 3 seconds, count the 3 seconds in your head. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, what you're going to do is go ahead and run up to the door that he's at, that he stopped at. And then once you get there, you're going to shine the flashlight immediately. There's no need to listen for breathing or anything. Just run up to the door and shine the flashlight.
Okay, so here's... I think I'm getting this now. So, if you hear footsteps without laughter, whatever side you hear it on, he's on that side. You go and shine the light. He's there, you close the door. If you hear laughter without footsteps, it's fake. You hear laughter and footsteps, he's either in the closet or the bed. Okay. Oh, Delta Rune. Don't crucify me, but I've never heard of that. Actually, no, I think I've heard of that game, but I don't know anything about it. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. And then we're gonna get into it. You're back. Oh, it's freedom. Alright. Okay. Oh, yeah. Also, real quick. I went to my barber a few days ago, and they're like, how often are you wearing your headset? And I'm just like, oh, so that's true. I noticed there was, like, a dent in my head, and I'm just like, has that always been there? Like this was, like, probably, like, 2 or 3 months ago. Actually, no. I think it was, like, even further back. I'm just like, I feel like a dent on my head. Has that always been there? And I looked it up. I'm like, is it true you can get a dent in your head from your headphones? Is that a myth? And it said, oh, not soccer. And it said, no, that's a complete myth. It's just how it's how your skull was always like that. It was like how, it's just how your skull was developed. And I'm just like, oh, okay. But y'all know the stupid AI overview. And then yeah, my barber was like, how often do you wear your headset? I'm just like, and immediately I know what she was talking about. I'm just like, oh, so that's not a myth. And she said, no. And she said it also, like, your hair looks thinner where your headset is. So I got a... Actually, a headset can do that. Who is doing this? Who is doing this? People are, like, making accounts, like, in it, like, a nanosecond, like, that conform to what I'm saying. Like, I was doing Chicken Jockey, and then all of a sudden, Steve and Chicken Jockey appear in my chat. But yeah, so anyway, if my headset looks weird, it's because I gotta, like, I'm, like, rotating it, like, a little bit further ahead. Because, like, I'm usually wearing it, like, right here, so I'm putting it forward. I think I'm starting to feel it go away. It was, like, 2 days ago I got my hair cut. Playing GTA 4. I never played GTA 4. Anyway, hang on, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna be pretty quiet because I need to lock in. Okay, I had to exit. What's the control? What do I do for flashlight? I thought it was control. Control is slam the door shut. Shift. Wait. It was shift, right? Was it not shift? Man, I need to man up. Man up! Come on, man. What do you mean you can't see the screen? Oh. My bad, y'all. Completely my bad, y'all. Y'all are seeing my my stuff. Let me change that. I changed to the window capture. Oh, I closed that. Whoops. Alright. 5 minutes, Freddy's 4. Alright, there we go. Now y'all should hopefully be able to see it. I really just pulled a Fun Time Freddy right there. The random... Hi! Whoa! Okay, chill. Okay, we need to keep that out of the chat, please. Whoa! I'm a Nick A30, everyone in this chat. Okay, I'm sorry. What is going on? I'm hearing his footsteps. Okay, I can't tell. Okay, I'm telling you, these headphones are decent. These headphones are really good. I can't tell what side he's coming from. Like, I know there's a certain setting you could turn on. It's like stereo or whatever. Oh, there's no settings menu. That's great. Okay, we're... I may have any time out there, brother. Trying to figure this out. He didn't mention anything about this. He said, like... You know what? We're trying this again. Whoa, okay, yup. Well, no, the dude said that you can. I'm just a little confused, like... I'm just confused here. Oh! Holy crap! Shoot! Shoot, 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 shoot! Hello. Okay, that was not that bad, honestly. That was not that bad. I was over... That was... 0 days until the party. That was not bad. That was not that bad. Wow, your brother's kind of baby, isn't he? It's hilarious. Why don't we help him get a closer look? He will love it. No! Please! Come on, guys. Let's give the little man a lift. He wants to get up close and personal. No, I don't want to go. You heard the little man. He wants to get even closer. Hey, guys. I think the little man said he wants to give Fredbear a big kiss. 1, on 3. Wait, what? On 3. 1, 2... Was that the bite of 87? I can't do it seriously. Was that the bite of 87? Was that the bite of 87? Alright, no language. Was that the bite of 87? Alright, animatronics. Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Fredbear, Plush Trap, question mark. Oh yeah, the infamous question mark, guys. The question mark animatronics. Yep, we know the bite of 83, yep. I was just doing the Markiplier, making Foxy. Started with the circle. It's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. This is what I'm gonna be someday, y'all. I'm gonna be a game developer. Believe it! One with Balloon Boy. Alright. Good luck. I already finished my exams, but yeah, good luck. But alright, one more night, night 6. Because y'all know I don't do that custom night. I don't do the custom night. I just do the first 6 nights. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah, 87. Yeah, Bite of 87 was FNAF 2, Bite of 83 is FNAF 4. Whoa! Oh! Oh, I thought this was Nightmare. Oh crap, I thought that was Nightmare I had to do. Wait a minute. Foxy and Fredbear? Oh, so we got Foxy and Fred. Wait, what?
We're on the hunt for the limited edition salted caramel.
Why is there a Butterfinger ad for some kind of... Alright, never mind. I thought night 6 was supposed to be Nightmare. Alright, y'all, back to ambience. Y'all know we trust good old ambience here.
You how to beat Night 6 on 5 Nights at Freddy's 4. This is actually a pretty easy night compared to the other Night 6s in the franchise,
really?
anyway. This is basically a weird mix of Night 4 and 5 with more aggressive AI. The standard Nightmare animatronics will attack between 12 and 4 a.m., and then Nightmare Fredbear will appear between 4 and 6 a.m. So in this video, I'm mainly going to be doing a brief overview of the strategy.
Hey, Nightmare and Nightmare Fredbear.
Animatronics will attack between 12 and 4 a.m., and then Nightmare Fredbear will appear...
What do you mean, wuss? I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be going on. I don't know anything about what's going on.
Here between 4 and 6 a.m. So in this video, I'm mainly going to be doing a brief overview of the strategy for 12 to 4 a.m., then the strategy for 4 to 6 a.m. If you want a better understanding of why these strategies work and some other minor tips, I recommend watching my Night 4 and Night 5 guides, both of which are linked in the cards above. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. As I said, Night 6 is basically a combination of Night 4 and Night 5 with more aggressive AI.
Because here's the thing I say about games like this. This game is based on RNG, so every single time you play a night of any Five Nights at Freddy's game, it's going to be 100% unique. There's no such thing as two exactly same Five Nights at Freddy's nights, because they're all RNG based.
So the standard Nightmare animatronics.
It's like a Minecraft world generation. There's never going to be a time where you generate a world and there's going to be an exact same world.
Are going to attack between 12 and 4 a.m. Basically just like on Night 4, just a little more aggressive. So you are going to have to move fairly quickly. You will benefit from watching my Night 1 through 4 guides in this section if you're not too familiar with how the standard Nightmare animatronics work. But you're already at Night 6, so you should be anyway. So as usual, you're going to want to go ahead and run up to the left door at the start of the night and shine the flashlight just to go ahead and load that up, because they do take a longer time to load the first time that you run up to them. Same with the bed. After you run back from the door, then go ahead and turn around and look at the bed, shine the flashlight there.
Well, yeah, I know. It's been a while since I did 4.
You might catch a Freddy there. I heard breathing there. As you can see, Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Chica are pretty aggressive early. They will start attacking as early as 12 a.m. So the main goal for this night, you'll notice I'm lingering at the doors here instead of moving as fast as possible. I covered the strategy in depth in my Night 4 guide, where I was talking about how to keep Foxy out of the room for as long as possible. And that's the strategy that we're going to be doing here. So in short, you're going to want to listen for Foxy's footsteps, which are quick footsteps running back and forth, pretty quiet, not the loud, deep footsteps that you'll hear from Bonnie and Chica as they walk down the halls. So basically what you're going to want to do is just listen for Foxy's quick footsteps, and you're going to follow those.
Oh, nice. Your nephew would be connect. Yeah, I don't know why I just didn't get to this game until, like, now.
Around.
Or, I mean, this year. Because, like I said, I started in February. I do, like, one... Let's take a peek at the... Not to take too long, but... oh, dang. When was the last time I did this? Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Part 1. Oh! Oh, okay. I was going to say it felt earlier than February. Yeah, okay. So first one was all the way back in October. That was all the way back in October. And then part 2 was in February. Part 2 was in February. I know that for sure. Yep, there we go. Right. Okay, January 28th. Close enough. Close enough. January 28th we did Part 2. And then now, June 3rd. Talk about splitting up. Anyway, back to the...
So you're just going to wait in the center of the room until you hear Foxy run back and forth. If you wait about 4 seconds and you don't hear him at all, then just go ahead and run up to a door. Preferably the one that he's currently at. So if you hear him run...
Bro, I'm trying to learn the strategy of Night 6. Wait, is Night... Chat, let me know, is Night 7, is that's the custom night, right?
Run up to the right door and then don't hear anything for about...
Or how many nights are there before the custom night?
Seconds. Then you're going to want to run up to the right door if possible. If you don't know where he is, then honestly just pick a door where you think Bonnie or Chica are. If you hear deep footsteps on one side of the hall, then it may be wise to go ahead and run up to that door and listen for breathing. If you don't...
Yeah, I am going to be playing Trial and Error, because like I literally explained earlier, no two nights are exactly the same, so just because I know a strategy of how to beat the night doesn't guarantee success. Because even though I'm watching this, I already know I'm going to screw up. Take a look at last night. I watched through the video, and I still died once. Like, and the previous stream, like, back in February, like, I got on Night 5, and I gave it quite a few tries, and I still didn't get it.
Don't hear it, go ahead and shine the light, and they should be at the end of the hall, just like I did with Nightmare Chica there. So the main goal of the 12 to 4 a.m. section, this is going to apply to nights 7 through 8 also, so it's important to remember this. See,
Wait, 7 and 8?
See off there, I'm pretty sure. The main goal is to keep Foxy out of the room for as long as possible, so this is why we're listening for his footsteps before running up to a specific door. So he likes to run back and forth sometimes on night 6, especially on night 7 and 8. You'll hear him sometimes run back and forth, left, right, and just keep doing that for a while. So you're going to wait until his footsteps stop. If you're just idling in the room for about 5+ seconds, then you can just go ahead and run up to a door, because obviously you need to be a bit worried about Bonnie or Chica getting in the room and attacking you. But yeah, for the most part, you're just going to be listening for Foxy's footsteps and running up to whatever door he goes to. If you do end up running to the same door multiple times in a row, like 2 or 3 times, then you probably are going to want to go ahead and check the other door regardless of where Foxy currently is, because Bonnie or Chica can obviously sneak into the room and kill you. You can kind of judge basically how many times you can actually check the same door by how long it's been since you warded an animatronic off. So, say Foxy keeps appearing in the right hallway and you keep running to the right door. If just recently you shined the flashlight down the left hall and warded off Bonnie at the end of it, then you should be good to run up to that door about 3 times before actually going over to the left door, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if you hear footsteps in the left hall, then you probably want to go check that if you haven't warded off Bonnie in a while. So that's just an example. So basically, yeah, the goal is just keep Foxy out of the room for as long as possible. Listen for his footsteps. Make sure you have a decent pair of headphones. That's going to be very important for this section and the next section. It's now 3 a.m. and as I said, starting from 4 a.m., Nightmare Fredbear is going to replace all of the animatronics, and the gameplay is going to be very similar to Night 5. So if you want...
Brother, I'm not fearing the game. I'm literally trying to get a strategy down. Because here's something y'all probably don't know. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Every single other game, like when I started the channel and I did Five Nights at Freddy's, 2, 3, Sister Location, I had knowledge. I had prior knowledge of what to do. Like, even Sister Location, even though it was like a long time since I played it, I had knowledge on how to do it. This one, I had nothing.
A more in-depth explanation of how...
And I completely forgot, like I said, that it's been like since January since I played this.
Nightmare Fredbear works, then like
I'm just getting a little refresher here real quick.
Watching my Night 5 guide, I went over a lot of the mechanics of how he works. I'm just going to be doing a brief overview of the strategy you should be using here. But yeah, in short, for the 12 to 4 a.m. section, just keep Foxy out of the room for as long as possible. If you can keep him from getting in the closet up until 4 a.m., then you should be good to go. Make sure you have your volume turned up pretty loud. It is now 4
I don't know why you're putting Arabic in your, in your message, bro. It's fine. You can do just English. I don't speak Arabic.
a.m. You're going to have to be ready to immediately transition to the 4 a.m. section, so just snap into the Fredbear mindset, I guess. So you're going to want to listen for his footsteps. He'll run back and forth. Usually he runs back and forth between the left and right hall quite a bit. He is definitely more aggressive than he is on Night 5, which actually isn't a bad thing necessarily, because there was only one time, I think, where he actually didn't appear in the hall when I ran up to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to listen, wait for him to run back and forth, and then count whenever his footsteps stop, and then restart the count if you hear them again. So basically, if it's been 3 seconds and you haven't heard his footsteps, then that means that he is currently stopped at that door. You're going to want to run up to that door, quickly shine the flashlight, and immediately close.
Oh, jeez. Alright. So, pretty much... Wait, why did 5 Minutes Phrase 4 close? Oh, right, because I escaped out of it. I clicked escape. So, pretty much... Combination of Night 4... Oh, wait, hang on. Don't worry, y'all. I didn't forget. Well, I did forget, but very, 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 very briefly. But guys, how many nights before the custom night? Wait, how are you putting your mess? Oh, I see. What the heck? How did you put your message before your... That is so weird. How did you do that? 9 nights before the custom night? That's gotta be cap. That's gotta be cap. Oh, 8 nights in the main game. 6, 7, 8. I got 3 more. Total of 12 nights. Wow. It doesn't... Wait, it doesn't have a custom night. I thought it had a custom night. Whatever, alright. Wait, I forgot. Do I listen for the animatronics footsteps? I'm gonna figure this out real quick. Bye-bye. Hi. Yo, what up, Cool Clips? Hey, yo, go subscribe to Cool Clips, bro. Cool Clips, bro, Cool Clips, I do gotta say, bro, your grind is absolutely insane. Cool Clips' grind is absolutely... Yeah, hang on. If you stick around until I die, I got, like, I just gotta say something, like, about your grind, like... Like, I mean, like, yeah, when I die, I'll be able to... Because I gotta be locked in. Hi. Bye-bye. Go away. Go away, Chica. Shoot! Fuck! Come on, 4. Oh! Let's go! I'm built different, y'all. I'm built different. Built different. Alright, so anyway. Ooh, cool clips. He, like, bro, like. Oh, wait, I forgot we got a cutscene. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm sorry. You're broken. I could put you back together. We are still your friends. Do you still believe that? I'm still here. I will put you back together. Sob, sob, sob. Yep, hydrating. Alright. But anyway, yeah, cool clips. I got a buddy, he, like, if y'all know Locke, my buddy Locke is live, he's been helping me with a lot of, like, streaming stuff. And cool clips, bro, he streamed, like, every day, bro. He's, like, last time I checked, he streams, like, every day. But, yeah, would love to collab sometime. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I could tell you love Five Nights at Freddy's, but, yeah, I don't know, not really a multiplayer Fnaf game, but, yeah, definitely. Well, my gosh, I walked into that one. Yeah, I would love to collaborate sometime. Let me know if you'd ever want to do that. Oh, Nightmare. No, thank you. No, thank you. Wait. So where's, oh, wait, right. No. Nightmare. Okay, you know what? I already know what the answer is going to be, y'all, but I'm putting up a poll. But yeah, I see, he's like, his grind is like, absolutely insane. Hang on. And then also, like, if you'd ever want to, there's other, there is another strategy I know I'd like to talk to you about, like shorts, like, I'm not sure, I haven't looked too deep into it, but I'm not sure if you do shorts. Let me take a peek. But yeah, I got you on my feed here, hang on, cool clips. Okay, yeah, you got some shorts, okay. I'm not sure how many you do from, like, clips from your streams, but, like, there is a really good strategy you can do with, like, shorts from your streams. Alright, but anyway. Okay, yep. Per usual, I guess right. We're doing nightmare mode. Alright. That's not like 2020 mode. Is it? Oh, I love how it just says night 7 instead of, like, let's see how we do this. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck was that? Oh, great. Nah, I'm restarting. Bro, Foxy getting in there that early is diabolical, bro. I'm starting that over because I don't like getting Foxy in my closet. I love it. It's June and Foxy went into the closet. Irony. And I gotta respond to some of these things. Why is everyone double snapping me, bro? Oh, boy. Yeah, bro, which night is Nightmare? Which one is Nightmare? It says Nightmare, but then there was the regular animatronics. I hear a lot of people. I haven't a single idea of how Nightmare works. If anybody wants to give me a quick rundown of how Nightmare works, that would be great. Like, bro, I went in this stream. I'm just like, all right, 2 more nights, 2 more nights, 2 more nights, and then I get the 2 nights done. Oh, we need more nights. Wait, I'm sorry. Did it say there's 7 or 8? 8 nights. Wait. Was there 8 or 7? 8 nights in the main game. What is night 8 supposed to be? Wait, star. Okay. 1 star for being night 5, 1 star for being night 6, 1 star for being night 7. Oh, okay. Night 8 is 2020 mode. So this is the last night. I'm sorry, y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I gotta. Because I hate always getting to like 4 a.m. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all need to shame me, go ahead and do it.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going
Shout out to
show you
Ambient.
the specs of every animatronic present in this night. If you want to
You just say that every single animatronic is present? No, I never agreed to not doing that. Did he just say every
some really
animatronic?
helpful tips that I haven't seen anyone else talk about yet. Now, since this is night 7, I'm assuming that all of you know the basic mechanics of every animatronic present in this night. If you want to brush up
Oh, okay, thank God. He said you know the basic mechanics of every
your
animatronic.
game knowledge a bit, feel free to check out my entire playlist of FNAF 4 guides, where I cover everything from sound cues to animatronic patterns. That playlist is linked
Brother, I don't have a single idea of how Nightmare works.
in the cards above, and as
The
always,
animatronic.
if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk strategy. So as soon as the night starts, you're going to want to go ahead and run up to the left door and shine your flashlight just to load it. Go back to the center of the room, turn around and load the bed. Run up to the right door, load that as well. You just want to make sure that you load everything at the start of the night, because if you do have to run up there later, then there'll be a bit of a delay before you can shine your flashlight or actually run up to the door, and we don't want that to happen, so it is a very minor tip, but I would recommend doing it nonetheless. So what we're going to be doing this night, our main goal is to keep Foxy out of the closet until 4 a.m., where all of the regular animatronics will despawn and Nightmare will appear in their place. So the goal is to keep Foxy out until 4 a.m. So many of you must know by now that Foxy does not spawn in the closet at the start.
Oh, okay, so perfect. We don't have any other animatronics then we gotta deal with.
Night, he runs in between the halls. You can hear him running from left to right or right to left if you have a decent...
Oh, nope, they're over there. He just said the goal is to keep Foxy out of the closet and say anything about the other animatronics. Gotta love it.
Pair of headphones. This is what we're going to be listening for the entire night. Basically, if he runs to a door, then you're going to want to run to that same door and go ahead and shine your light, even if he is not super close to it. So if you do hear him run up to a door, like it sounds like he actually runs from the hallway he's currently in all the way up to the door, the footsteps get significantly louder, then you must go to that door and shine the flashlight before you go to the other door. So you're going to run up to that, you're going to wait about 3 seconds and listen for breathing, then you're going to shine your flashlight, and you're going to be able to see Foxy at the end of the hall. And
Oh!
So the goal is to...
Is that always like that, where you could see Foxy running back?
Prevent him from entering the closet for the entire night. I talked about this a lot in my previous guides, but I'm going to talk about it again just in case you haven't seen those. So
what up, Fnaf Candy?
Run from left to right and vice versa. You can hear him. If he runs very close to a door, you must immediately go to that door and shine the light before checking the other door. You can check the bed, just don't run up to the other door. The reason that we want to be following Foxy's footsteps, even if he is not running very close to the door, is because if we go to the opposite door, he has probably...
What do you mean, what's up on Instagram? I'm sorry, is there something going on my Instagram that I don't know about? Doesn't look like it, no.
about a 50-50 chance, I would say, of just running straight up to the door and instantly getting into the closet, and there's nothing we can do about that, so it's very important to follow his footsteps most of the time. So as you can see, sometimes I just idle in the center of the room. The reason that I'm not afraid of doing this is because I can tell when Bonnie or Chica are getting close to the doors without even having to check them. How do I do this? Well, you can hear deep footsteps sometimes. I'll go ahead and play that sound cue now. So this has a few purposes.
I didn't hear anything.
If you're holding a door closed,
I didn't hear anything, dude!
means that the animatronic is walking away from the door, and as soon as you hear that, it's safe to open the door and shine the flashlight. However, if you hear this while you're just in the center of the room or hanging out at the bed or one of the doors, then this means that an animatronic, and you can tell if you have a decent pair of headphones based on which side they are on, you can tell if it's Bonnie or Chica. So if Bonnie or Chica start walking up to the door, this means that they will either be at the end of the hallway, and you can shine the flashlight to ward them off, or they will be at the door. So if I hear this, I prioritize that door a little bit more. If I've been checking the right door a lot lately and I hear footsteps walk up to the left door, I'm like, okay.
Nothing much, Fnaf Candy. Thanks for dropping in.
There is a slight chance of Foxy getting in.
Just about to do the last night.
Is follow Foxy's footsteps between the hallways, run up to a door, wait about 3 seconds, and then go ahead and shine the flashlight. Basically, you're just going to be following Foxy the entire time. Nothing else is really that important. Just check the bed every time that you come away from a door, and Nightmare Freddy will not be a problem at all. As you can see, Bonnie was down the hallway there. So make sure to prioritize a door more heavily if you have heard deep footsteps on that side recently, as that does mean an animatronic is getting close. A minor tip, I don't know if this is actually necessary, but I still do it regardless. When I shine the flashlight and I see an animatronic at the end of the hallway, if I have reason to believe there's another animatronic there, such as Foxy or Bonnie there, as you saw, vice versa. So if I have reason to believe there's a second animatronic at the end of the hall, I will flash my light again, which plays the animation of that animatronic ducking back around the corner. I don't know if this is 100% necessary, but I do it anyway just to make sure that I warded both animatronics off. So it's now 4 a.m., so let's go ahead and talk about Nightmare. So I'm not going to be covering Nightmare's extremely basic mechanics. I'm just going to be talking about some of the mistakes that I think players tend to make on this night. I already covered Nightmare Fredbear extensively on nights 5 and 6. I made guides for those as well. I'll go ahead and put those in the cards up there. Nightmare functions pretty much...
I don't ever think I did get to Jolly 2. That's weird. I was going to, but then I didn't. I can't remember what happened.
Much the exact same, so go ahead and check those out if you don't know how he works. So, Nightmare, basically, you're going to hear him run between the hallways from left to right. He'll run back and forth, and instead of immediately running to a door the instant you hear footsteps, you're going to wait in the center of the room. You're going to wait 2 to 3 seconds, and then if you don't hear him run to the opposite hall...
I keep forgetting my channel's 6th anniversary is in about 4 days. It's going to be 6 years.
Then you're going to run up to that door, you're going to shine the flashlight.
Wait, repeat that again.
You hear footsteps. You're going to wait in the center of the room. You're going to wait 2 to 3 seconds, and then if you don't hear him run to the opposite hall, then you're going to run up to that door, you're going to shine the flashlight real quick and close the door. Now, if this isn't the first tutorial that you've watched, or maybe you just do this on your own, you've probably heard every single tutorial saying, no, don't shine your flashlight, you will die. However, as you can see, I'm shining my flashlight every time I run up to a door, and I'm having no issues. This is a very common myth that is spread that I believe for quite some time, and this will make Night 7 a lot easier on you. When you run up to a door, shine the flashlight, just make sure that you are ready to immediately close the door, as Nightmare is a lot less merciful than Nightmare Fredbear is. So if you run up to a door and you shine the flashlight and you're ready to close the door the instant you see him there, he's going to be real close to you, closer than Nightmare Fredbear usually is. I need to take a breath here for a second. I've been talking for 6 minutes.
Why is your cursor? Probably because, like, it's hard to explain. I think, like, the size difference or whatever.
And it's straight.
Because, like, for example, like, even here, like, my cursor is bigger than his cursor by a little bit. So I think it's just something with, like, the stream output.
But if you run up to the door and he's there, just make sure that you are ready to instantly close the door. If you do close the door fast enough, I promise you, you will have no problem. This is much better. This is great for spotting out fake laughs. If you hear a laugh and footsteps at the same time and you're not quite sure whether it was a real or a fake laugh, maybe you heard the laugh a little after the footsteps ended, then go ahead and run up to the door.
Okay, Black Bear, we need to chill. It's not that serious. It's a game.
Flashlight real quick, and if he's there, close the door. If he's not, go ahead and go back to the center of the room, check the bed, check the closet, and you should have more than enough time to ward him off. Shining a flashlight in the hallway is actually a fantastic tactic. I don't know if this works on night 8. I still have to test that. I'll let you guys know in the night 8 guide. But for night 7, it 100% works.
Alright, so pretty much we gotta worry about keeping Foxy out of the closet. But we're not screwed if he gets in the closet, right? It'll just slow us down. He said do this. Oh my gosh! I don't know if y'all heard that, but holy crap, I knocked something on my desk. It went do 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 do. I think it was my water bottle. Holy crap. Yeah, okay, Blackberry. See, this is what I was talking about. I was saying, like, even though I got knowledge, it doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't guarantee success. Just because I know I got knowledge. Because then imagine how much more of a hellscape it's going to be if I don't have knowledge. Holy crap. And why are you praying so hard for my downfall, bro? Aye. Yup, I expected that. Bro, what is with Chica, bro? Like, bro, quit with the... Like, come on, bro. Every single time you gotta be, like, breathing down my neck every time I go to your door. Come on, man. Aye. Crap! Oh, ah! Alright, y'all. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I got good stuff done today, you know? I either am gonna do a video, or we're just gonna move on. Cause, come on, bro. It is night... Hang on. I got 2 stars. Oh, okay. Night 4 is considered an extra challenge. Or, Nightmares is considered an extra challenge. I don't do extra challenges. I only do up to night 6. Alright. Done with Fnaf 4. I gave it a shot. Didn't like it, to be honest. Didn't like it. Didn't like that night 7. Technically, it is an extra challenge. It's in the extras menu. And I got 2 stars just like every other game. Alright, and besides, so thankfully we finished as far as I'd like to on this game today. And, we do have more stuff we gotta do before we, can get the Secret of the Mimic. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still can't believe I beat, FNAF 6. That one was crazy. Why is that named Five Nights at Freddy's 4? Why is the stream named Five Nights at Freddy's 4? Part 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Part 3. Okay, there we go. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to do probably an Ultimate Custom Night stream. I'm only going to do like 1 stream for Ultimate Custom Night since there's not necessarily a progression level with that game. It's more of like a build your own sandwich type game. I'd go for a sandwich right now even though I had lunch. Now I mentioned sandwiches, now I want a sandwich. But I'm trying to... Okay, Ultimate Custom Night. I beat Help Wanted, Security Breach Ruin, Help Wanted 2. So I think that's all we have left. We have an Ultimate Custom Night stream, which I'll probably do that next. Yeah, I'll probably do that next. And then, then we're, the rest of the time up until Secret of the Mimic, we're gonna see if we can complete Help Wanted 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys